Hello everyone, I'm Debbie Polachek. Welcome to my channel. Today we're doing another Stampin' Up tutorial, and we're going to continue one that we've done before. It's a continuation of the paper wallet. The paper wallet the last time was to hold bills and or checkbook or receipts, whatever. And this one is to do with holding bills, checkbook, or a credit card slots. So this is what we're going to do today. And we just hold credit cards. But today we're going to do the one that's the complete wallet that holds bills and credit cards. So let's get started. Okay, I have started off by preparing some of our supplies that we need, or some of our paper that we need. Here I have, I'm going to go ahead and tell you what the paper, the designer series paper is cut out. Today on this little wallet, it would be a better idea to use the designer series paper because we're going to have multiple layers of paper to make our credit card slots, and the paper's thinner and it runs through the laminating machine better, and it gives it a better, tighter fit. So this one is 6.5 by 3 5/8. This is for the credit cards. Yes, 3 5/8. This is the bill side, which is 6.5 by 3.5. So it's going to be in this order: the bill side, the credit card side, and this is the little flap, the closure of it, and it is 6.5 by 1.5. Okay, and I will be using the T-square. This is the reason I showed this video of how to make this T-square, because it's going to be coming in handy today. And I'll leave a link to that below, and also to the other wallets that we have made. Okay, so first of all, by using your grid paper, you can measure using that by counting 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and going on the other side and going 1, 2, 3, marking that. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3. And what that is somewhere I have that written. It's at 3/4 of an inch, 1.5 inch, 2 1/4, 3, and 3 1/4, 3 3/4. Okay, now we're going to take our this is another way to do it with the T-square, is just by measuring. You just have to make sure your T-square is square. The first time I tried this, I noticed my T-square wasn't really square, so you got to make sure that it's square. See, this goes all the way up this line here, and this one goes all the way across here, so you want to be sure that this is square. And you can go, see how this goes at 3? That's 3/4 of an inch, because each one of these little marks is 1/4 of an inch, so you can mark it that way. And then go again to 3. This is probably the easiest way to do it. So move it up to 3, and I think that would be 5 lines, which is equals 6 pockets, because that first pocket will go there. Okay, now we got those two cut and prepared. On this one, the 1.5 inch one, I wanted to make a little angle cut, but I wanted to be one part of it to be at 1/4 of an inch, and this one 2/4 of an inch down. So since the angle, the square is that way on both sides, you can do the same thing on this side and mark it. And I've done that already. And then you just take your 2 points, mark it together, and then cut that off. And you've got you a even angle cut on both sides. Get rid of your pencil marks. These are pencil marks you won't have to worry about because they'll be all covered up. Okay, okay, and now you got 6 to 8 of these, depends on how you want to do it, but these are all 1.5 by 3 5/8 as well, because this is going to go on your credit card deal. Okay, and the reason you would need 6 or 7. Depends on if you want to, like for instance, if you want to take this and flip it back and forth, you can. And then you might want one to cover up this end with another piece of paper. So that would depend on that, whether you want something to cover up this last part or not. And I have found that if you do flip them back and forth, it does make it easier to see where to stick your credit cards. So that might be an advantage. Okay, so first of all, I'm going to start off, I think I'm going to start off with this one because I want it to be a different color and I really don't want to add that other. Uh-oh, that was wrong. Since this is such a tight fit in here, you want to be very careful not to put way too much glue on these edges here. So you do just a little bit of glue. And it also glue across the bottom. If you don't glue this, the cards would slide all the way down and people would think they lost their credit card when it's actually just slid down in their wallet. Okay, this one I'm going to do that way. This one I'll do this way. Again, just a thin, it's probably too much right there. And then a good gluing right there. This is 2.5 by 6.5. This is for your actual bill area or your checkbook or receipts, whatever you want to use it for. So this is a nice long pocket to use for that. And I want to go ahead and attach it here and all along the bottom on one side. We're going to take our laminate. This is the laminate I ordered from Amazon. It has 100 sheets in it. I'll leave a link below to a package of laminate. I'll see if they still have the 100 sheets. If not, they'll leave it to the 50 sheets. So you could order that if you like, if you need it. And I also have a laminate machine that I have from Amazon as well. I'll leave a link to too. It'll be in the description below. Okay, know now that I need to trim off about a good inch off of here so it will not be too wide, that I can catch. Well, you'll see in just a minute. I just don't want it too wide. Okay. Back to this. This is the wallet, and the opening in is right here, so it needs to go there. And you might ask, does it make a difference? Yes, it does make a difference, because when you put the snap on, this will go here, and if you put it here on this side, it would close up your wallet. So that would be important. Make sure these are open at the top. And I want to set this up so it's about there. That's okay. And this one I want to do this way. Looks different here. Okay. Now, as you can see, that I have it all lined up on my grid paper as well as I can. I'm going to leave a link to the grid paper too, because it really is a good item to have. Now I'm going to use clothespins to hold all these together while I put it through my machine. Put it on the far end so the laminate would have a chance to grab before I have to remove the clothespin. See, that's why I trimmed the paper here. Not, my clothespin wouldn't have reached in there that well. Okay. If you watch the other video, this is the very same way we did the other one from here on out. So if you watch the other video, you might, that's right there, I want to stop it, because see, that moved a little bit to me, or I decided it needs to be a little bit further over. So I was able to stop this laminate machine right there in action. And I'm going to go ahead and push that over just a bit. I guess it didn't move, it's just that I have it sit a little further than I want. I like it right there a little bit better. Okay, now I'm able to start it back up again. Trim all this, and on our stamping thing here, if you just trim it just a little past where a little bit of that white is showing, that works out pretty good for me on my machine, and also with this designer series paper. So a little bit of the white showing all the way around. Take my straight edge and cut these very lightly. That cut all the way through. There, I'll just trim that with my scissors. Now I want to run it through the machine the other directions on all four. Here I already made a mark Just took this is 6.5, so I know this needs to be at 3 1/4, which I made it mark a little bit uneven, so I'll make sure that's straight. 3 1/4, and about halfway down between the middle of those. Take that, mark that here. Okay, so you do I do my male side here on these little, oh, I need to show you these. These are another set that's from Amazon. I'll leave you a link to. It's this little gadget here. It has the little plastic snaps inside, so you can just pick what color you want. And I'll show you right now how to do it. You have a smooth side. It's like a little button. There's this. So to make a complete set, you need 2 of the little button looking ones. One of these is a female side and one is a male side. I like to stick my male side on the top, the one part that's doing the snapping. So you just stick that there. And on this black end is where you put the button side. Stick that on top. Hold that inside of that plastic deal and squeeze. It's very simple. Holds very well. Okay, so this one's going to go on top of here like this. So I know I need to put the button on the back side of this one. The female side up. Again with the black on the bottom. Gotta be sure and hold your tongue just right when you do this. There you go. Squeeze. Okay. That's your paper wallet. Thank you.